boxer. And against somebody who's, formidable, he can put it together.
They can match him with,
Keyshan Davis.
Yeah, there you go. I watched him.
I was like, this isn't. And Yigit is a hard fighter that's a hard dance partner.
He's difficult.
It's a hard dance partner.
And he can take punishment. I remember watching him on Showbox years ago against Ivan Baranchik, when Ivan Baranchik was a prospect and beat the brakes. Ivan was beating him up, but he didn't go anywhere for a couple rounds.
So, I mean, it was, the dance partner situation right here where, you got a young lion and, he's just trying to eat. And it's like, just trying to hunt down, the zebra or whatever the case may be,
Keyshawn was real. I like his patience though.
Yeah,
because a lot of times we've been seeing it a lot in boxing. Like, we saw with Jerron Ennis and like Karen, we saw with him. A lot of guys will fight fighters like that and it'll go the distance and then they'll say, well, the guy didn't really come to fight. He ran around the ring and this, that, and the third, but he got the stoppage.
Yeah.
It's the important thing.
He was patient. I thought that he looked a little, it was just a dance partner. You know what I mean?
A little frustrated.
No, not frustrated. Just, he was taking a round at a time, but it was like his punch was coming up just a little short. Looked like he wasn't firing off the way I'm used to him firing until
he found his range and
then he closed the show. And so, I was like, I'm writing things down. I'm like, he stayed patient, he stayed calm and poised, things like that. But it's like, Yigit, you got it. Whatever Keyshawn ain't doing on this one, I'm going to credit Yigit, and then he gets to stop it.
I'm really intrigued to see how Top Rank's going to move him because
8-rounder already.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking 4 or 5 fights, he's probably going to be world title level.
Yeah.
That was a 10
that's
round.
where he wants to be too. So
that was 10 rounds.
That was a 10-rounder, wasn't it?
Ninth round stoppage. Yep.
Yeah, 10 round fight. Round stoppage. Mr. Hafey.
I heard him. Yeah.
You don't hear his heartbeat though, do you?
It's loud and clear.
Jared Anderson.
Another good one.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you this. I like Jared Anderson. I think he's like one of the most offensively dynamic, young fighters in boxing. But I want to see Top Rank like. I feel like a lot of the guys have been fighting. They're not going to win. Because like when I saw George Arias at the press conference, he didn't really have the body language of somebody who really came to win. And he's like, if you look at the guy, he's undefeated, right? He's 18-0 with 7 knockouts. But the guys he fought, like Cassius Chaney and these kind of guys, they're like, they're kind of on his level. So this is a massive step up.
This right here just had me. I was like, what the hell is happening? Dude did the chicken dance and was out. And it was like Jared like punched him into another dimension.
Yeah, oh my God, that hook. You see how
look right here?
That hook was super tight.
Him into another dimension. And it seems like one of my only critiques on Jared is, well, I got 2 critiques, to be honest with you, but one of them is I was like, okay, let's step up with the power. Let's see more power. I've been wanting to see more power fight by fight. He's been giving me more.
He's delivering.
He's delivering with the power. I want to see him create more defense beyond just.
Got to give him a guy who's going to give him something to defend. Joe.
You got to work on it.
Yeah.
And that is his. It's like automatic. His reflexes take him out of the range. And my concern is he gets in the ring with someone who's just a little bit bigger than he's used to, a little bit stronger than he's used to, a little bit more durable than he's used to. And on that lean back, he gets caught with something that he's not expecting because it's worked 10 times out of 10. You know what I mean? And then here comes that 11th time.
You can't do that in heavyweight boxing. Like one shot could be fatal.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. So I want to see more defense, even if you don't have to do it, like do it just to work on it in fight situation,
Yeah.
The slipping, the rolling, the pivoting, the stepping around. I see he can move his feet. I'm not saying he doesn't move his feet, but he leans back like that. It's an amateur thing, and a lot of guys get caught with it.
Do you feel like maybe his next opponent should be somebody in the top 15? Because he's in the top 15, right?
I'm ready to see him get to a world championship title. So
like,
however he gets there.
I like to see him maybe fight like an Otto Wallin or Joseph Parker. Those guys are ranked, but they're not like up there, but they're ranked.
I think Ant might have been saying it the last time we talked about Jared Anderson.
Yeah, because Otto Wallin can't get, he's not really getting, he hasn't gotten no real big fight since the Fury fight, but he's been winning these little fights on the low. That'd be a good fight.
I love Jared Anderson. You probably, you have been here before.
Ohio.
No, beyond the Ohio.
Well, you just like his style?
Just the most promising heavyweight that I've seen in half of
I want to pick your brain about this a lot. He's getting a lot of comparisons to Riddick Bowe. And I'm a big Riddick Bowe guy. I know you are too.
Yeah.
So to me, when people start saying that, I'm like, hold on a second. Like he's telling us, let's calm down.
Yeah.
You know?
No. That's where my head goes.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I talk about Jared Anderson, I think he's one of the best American heavyweights since that era of heavyweight. Yeah, man. 100%.
The last American heavyweight hope right now.
I get hyped about it. Anyway, let's move forward. Shakur Stevenson.
Oh,
Woo!
that's my guy. I love Shakur.
I don't know if this tweet got out, but I tweeted something. He's become he is very possible. He is my number one. Most talented fighter.
Okay.
He could be my number one most talented.
He's special.
Special.
He's got this thing about him where like he can transition from offense to defense so seamlessly and you don't even know he's doing it in the ring.
He has had his way with with everyone they've put. And I just don't think it's close.
And he's real filled out now. Those punches.
You see that body?
Those are grown man punches now.
You see that body on Fight Night?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I seen it. No, I seen it. I seen it.
Yeah. He filled out on Fight Night.
Yeah.
I said, this kid at 135 looks good. As expected. And it's only going to get better.
It's the weight class where I think he finally becomes a star.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because all these other guys, Tank, Devin, Ryan, they've been getting a lot of the headlines.
You gotta get him like I know that they had the hockey team. He fought at the hockey.
Devils.
Yeah. And they had the I think the owners that gifted him a table tennis
oh yeah?
Custom.
He's big on that.
Yeah, custom table tennis table. But you got to do things like that. After that fight, he needs to be at basketball games. He needs to be at hockey games. He needs to be, courtside at everything, promoting him as a fighter, promoting him as a young man, because that's how you become a star. You cannot become a star just within the sport of boxing. Look at Tank Davis. Look at Ryan Garcia. Crossover appeal. Tyson Fury. Crossover appeal. Deontay Wilder. Crossover appeal. Floyd Mayweather. Crossover appeal.
Hopefully he's had like a change of heart, because I know years ago he said like in 2020 that he just wants, he feels like if he just does the boxing, he's gonna be such a great fighter that he's gonna be a star anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's in him to.
That's a lot of fighters have the mindset of I just want to box.
Yeah,
it's cool. And I asked Tank this. I did an interview with Tank for not
The Zone?
For The Zone. Yeah, I almost said Triller. I did an interview with Tank for The Zone. And during the interview, I said, yo, do you realize you're an entertainer? He said, no. I said, nobody's ever told you you're an entertainer? He said, no. Yeah, for your ticket prices, you're an entertainer.
You better be.
And the same thing, these fighters need to understand that, yes, I'm a fighter, but at the end of the day, I'm getting paid to do what I do. I pay to go to the movies to be entertained. People are paying to come see me box because I'm entertaining them. And if once you get that understanding that I'm an entertainer, then you start to kind of open up and do other things. It took a while for me to realize, why am I so tight and just waiting on the press conference and the weigh-in and just wearing a nice suit and hitting weight and can't wait to fight? You know what I mean? You could do a little bit more. And as long as people realize that, I'm still showing up and I'm fighting, it's okay. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like Frank Bruno once said, boxing is showbiz of blood, pretty much.
Yeah. Something in my eye.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry. But yeah, no, he's a hell of an entertainer. And I think he just needs to get his mindset needs to go beyond, let me just box.
He has that down pat. Like,
he's got commercial appeal.
Got a great smile.
Got a great, the whole nine. So
Olympian, so medalist.
He's got everything he needs to move on and become a star beyond boxing, And I do think that should be a goal for some fighters, not every fighter, but for some fighters who are so gifted and naturally talented. A lot of the things that's required in boxing, you can afford to take a day to go to an event and show face and things like that. And I think it's time for him to start doing that. Well,
I know he said before, to me when I interviewed him, and even in other interviews, that he feels like he's the next Sugar Ray Leonard. You can't be the next Sugar Ray Leonard if you're not flashing that nice smile off in commercials. Like Sugar Ray Leonard had the 7-Up commercial. Where
I can't imagine that wasn't the plan for him to be the next Sugar Ray minus the gold medal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he should still carry that on beyond the medal that he received. Carry that medal with pride. We all saw it. We all know how that decision went. The list goes on, but man, he's got it. And I think that, you know, he's a fight or two away from breaking
out, really
being one of the guys in the sport.